tough to get a game.
Man, that better not be too bright, Kenny. I'll be pissed if it is.
Thank you for joining us for the occasion of Classic Blend, episode number 78, Game Section. Chris, welcome.
Hi, Ken.
Hi, as you know, my name is Ken.
Because I just said
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Anyway, listen up. Randomly generated games.
Yes.
He has one, I have one. I don't know what he has, he doesn't know what I have. But we're going to talk about them, tell you a little bit about them, and then we're going to take some elements of each, and we're going to create a brand new game in the spirit of all your 80s favorites. Correct?
Yeah, that's about right.
That's how we're going to do it. Get on it if you can make games, if you know somebody who can make games, if you have any sort of production skills or graphic skills or artistic talent in your person or otherwise, get with us. Let us know. We're going to make these games happen.
Yeah.
Right? Concept art, we'll get it. We'll make it. We'll make do.
We'll do it upright.
Chris, there are many movie-based games. Everybody loves movie-based games.
Do they, though?
Everybody does.
Do they?
Chris, not counting Home Improvement, what is your favorite...
Home Improvement's not a movie. You said movie.
Correct. Let me get to part two of the question. Chris, not counting Home Improvement, what is your favorite television adaptation video game? What is your favorite television-based?
Knight Rider sucked. Airwolf sucked.
No game shows allowed. No Family Feud, no MTV Remote Control.
All right. Oh, man, I'm trying to think. TV shows?
A TV show-based game.
Home Improvement aside?
Home Improvement aside. You can't say Home Improvement.
What other ones did they make? What other ones did they make?
There aren't many, Chris.
I can't name some. I can't think of any.
That's what I'm just telling you. There aren't many.
Can you name some and help me out?
Airwolf, Knight Rider.
The two I just named.
There was a Three Stooges game on the NES. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Horrible.
That was
by
pretty
Cinemaware.
bad.
Horrible. My friend had that thing. It had voices. Hey, this is a kid's game.
Yeah.
It had like Ghostbusters 2 in the beginning. Like
yeah.
Like, remember that? It started to come up like Ghostbusters, and it was like, this is...
Do cartoons count in your TV shows?
Not really. No.
Nah.
No, I'm not going to say that.
Listen, I can't
What do you
think.
have?
I can't think. I mean, I'll tell you. Out of Knight Rider and Airwolf, I think Knight Rider was the better game.
Okay.
That's what
Sorry,
I got.
man.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What do you got?
I'm thinking like A-Team, Dukes of Hazzard. They never really had anything like that.
But
Dukes
what
of
else
Hazzard
was
they
there?
did have on the Atari 2600.
Right, but what else? What other? Like you're talking Nintendo now, so no, I guess Super Nintendo too.
Yeah.
What other? I know there are some. We're just not thinking of them.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's weird.
Beavis and Butthead. See? Spaz says Beavis and Butthead for Sega Genesis. That was actually a good game.
That was a good game.
A lot better than the Super NES version.
Yeah, I only played the Super NES. I never played the Genesis. Why was it better on Super Genesis?
The Genesis one was more like a scavenger hunt kind of thing. It was kind of like one of those the point and click, like the old Lucasfilm games. If I remember correctly.
I do remember playing it. I played it on Nintendo, on Super Nintendo.
It was a little bit more like that.
Okay, either way.
Yeah.
Good one, thank you.
Side scroller kind of weirdness.
All right, look, let's move this forward here. We got a lot of work to do here. We always do for video games. Kenny, I'm going to show you a game. I want you to just say the title.
Do it. I'm going to say it out loud, the title.
And then go right to yours,
What do you have?
all right?
Planet Smashers from the Atari 7800.
You have Total Carnage for SNES.
Yes.
Okay.
Surprise. I'm sure you didn't hear that before.
I don't know what you're talking about. Cool. Planet Smashers and Total Carnage. Well, I'm sure this will be fun and exciting. Yeah. Planet Smashers. What do you want to know about it? You're a pilot, and you have to fight. You have to ward off alien attackers on the Earth.
Cool. As in every other spaceship game.
Yeah, well, the thing with this one is you had warp codes, you had cloaking devices, you had little things on the bottom.
Side-scrolling, kind of like Defender, or was it Asteroids?
Top-down.
Oh, top-down. A little bit like Xevious.
Yes. Your weapon power-ups. The Earth had a power bar, and if anything got and if anything got past you, yeah,
the Earth is like.
Let's show you a little footage. If anything got past you,
here we go.
You had to. It would attack the Earth, and you'd lose energy on the Earth.
I gotcha. So this is actually Chris playing this game.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right. it's not an easy game.
Right.
I watched someone on YouTube play it, and I'm like, oh my God, they're doing amazing. I play the game, I'm like, I can't do this thing.
Yeah, well.
They were getting past me constantly. Warp codes. So on the bottom left, there are these 3 things, and if you match the color, you can warp right to the end of the level and
Really?
fight the boss.
Fantastic.
I couldn't match 2 for the life of me.
Wow.
Or maybe I got 2, but I didn't get 3. Like, I didn't really understand how it worked.
You're having a little bit of a hard time with this guy. Does he take multiple hits?
Oh yeah. And the thing is, until you upgrade your weapon, you weren't. You had to mash the button to make it rapid fire. Then you could pick up a weapon power up that you could hold it down.
And now, I know you didn't play on an Atari 7800 controller. That thing is a nightmare.
Yeah.
To hold the controller.
Yeah.
I just know that because it's shaped like a shoe.
Yes.
And it just seemed like every time, like the controller just wanted to come out of your hand every time.
Yeah.
Because you had no leverage to press like one button or the other button. And it would
always
always want to
push
spin the controller
Right, yeah.
and stuff like that. And especially when you're using the joystick.
Not fun.
It's a nightmare. So
Not fun. I died. So
yeah, okay. So that's it. So let's move on and go into Total Carnage on the Super NES. This game was created by Midway. All right. It was an arcade game originally. So you play as either Captain Carnage, or in a 2-player game you can play as Major Mayhem.
I played this game. I rented this game.
Kind of like
From Blockbuster.
Smash TV, a little bit like Smash TV. All right,
yeah.
a little bit.
Smash
TV
TV
was kind of cool because it was like it was a lot like Robotron, 2084, where you can, but it was like a game show, like the Running Man,
Right, yeah.
where you go into different rooms.
That
and
part I
you
liked
get
because I liked
prizes and-
Running Man, but I didn't like the way it played Smash TV.
Yeah, well, it had the dual
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
sticks
Yeah,
where,
yeah.
where you go in and play. Okay, this game now Total Carnage was kind of a saying from that game. Total Carnage, love it, all that
Right,
stuff,
yeah.
right? Where they had all that stuff. This game was a little bit different. It was a little bit more like Smash TV / Robotron meets Commando.
Right.
All right, if you want to say that. The
Right.
screen scrolled as you played, okay? Where it wasn't like room to room to room or anything like that. It was a lot like Commando, actually.
Right.
General Akbub was a Middle East dictator. He closes off his country after war, okay? A lot of reporters flock to that area. One reporter finds out that a place inside the country called the Baby Milk Factory, Chris, was not exactly producing baby milk. It was producing nuclear warfare.
Oh, that is
weapons.
not baby milk at all.
It was hiding a mutant army.
Ooh.
Okay? So, of course, Captain Carnage and Major Mayhem have to go in and save the day. They are part of the Doomsday Squad,
Who did you
Chris.
always want to be?
Doomsday Squad, Chris.
You play this game?
So Ed Boon, who co-created Mortal Kombat, right? One of the creative
right,
geniuses,
yeah.
along with John Tobias. Ed Boon voiced General Akbub. Okay?
Wait, what's his name?
General Akbub. No lie. AKHBOOB. So the game was released by Malibu Games under license
course it
from
was.
Midway. Malibu Games was a subsidiary of THQ,
Of course.
correct?
Yeah.
They dissolved in 1995 and THQ in 2013.
Right.
All right. Slow sales of this game created an issue for one of the lead designers. He decided, okay, well, I'm not going to continue this kind of this type of game along Smash TV, Total Carnage. I'm going to go try something different. That different game that he decided to go head up became NBA Jam. Oh, NBA Jam. Because this game failed, you might have this game to thank for NBA Jam, which was, I don't know if you watched anything a couple weeks ago when we recorded 2 weeks
Jam.
ago, but we did a live stream
goodness.
of us playing
Want to play
together.
again? Well, a rematch?
Nope. 1993, Total Carnage, Midway in the arcade, and Malibu Games at home.
wanna look
Super
at your
NES.
game?
Let's take a little bit of gameplay footage here. Oh gosh. So Total Carnage, there you go, a little guy on the screen. Now, a little bit like the arcade games. Arcade games were fun. They were big, and that was one thing that I always liked about the Sega Genesis. You had the bigger than life characters on the screen at all times. Everything was fast moving. This game sludges along a little bit like Commando. You don't really have a say in where you're going on the screen. The kind of screen scrolls for you.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, Commando, did the screen move constantly?
No, you
know.
moved
I
it.
think you moved it.
Because we played that for one up.
So this one is just constantly moving. So it's almost like a vertical shooter in the
That
sense
stinks.
of
I don't like
whatever
that.
game you had.
I don't like Planet Smashers.
So anyway, so you had the different buttons on the controller. So you had the Super NES control pad where you have up, and you have the Y button on the top, right?
Yeah.
You'd press the Y button to shoot in that direction. You press the B button to shoot in that direction, and if you held two of them down, you shot diagonally. So that was it. A lot like Commando, if you're noticing this. So I just went into like a little whirlpool kind of thing.
I don't like
and
those
now
control schemes.
I mean, it's good because you can strafe and you can shoot behind you. You can shoot in any direction.
Well, that was like analog sticks without having analog sticks.
Correct, but you didn't have to shoot in the direction that you were running, which was good.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah, okay.
So if you look at the screen here, it's not scrolling, it's not moving. However, there's an overabundance of enemies on that screen, Chris.
Oh yeah.
I died quite a few times, brother.
Yeah,
a lot of cool weapons. If you notice this little weapon here, you can get these cool weapons. Now, the weapons don't last forever, unfortunately. They do run out, and then you end up going back to your like little weak little
pea
gun.
shooter. This game and ones like it were obviously the precursor to twin stick shooters, which are pretty popular.
Well,
right
twin
now.
stick shooters today, yes. If you want to say that, go ahead and you can go ahead and turn that off. There's General Akboob. You saw him on the screen there for a second.
All right, let's make a game.
Yells.
Let's make a game.
So
Mutants, aliens. You want to take those dudes, put them on a ship, take them to another planet, and they attack the planet?
I say you have a ship. No, listen, they're both vertically scrolling. I say you have two planes of play, much like Fatal Fury. If anybody remembers playing Fatal Fury, you can jump in and out. So you can jump into the background and fight, or you can jump into the foreground and fight.
Planes,
Remember
right,
that?
yeah,
The planes? I want to do something similar like that with the vertical shooters, okay? So you're running around on the ground, okay?
Right.
And you can jump into, like, say you could summon your spaceship. You pick up a power-up, you summon your spaceship. Now you could fly into space, and you can shoot the guys up there and everything like that. And I want to go back to the ground again. And you can go back to the ground, and now you can run around on the ground.
Okay.
So you can get in and out of your spaceship.
That's cool. Well,
right?
Really? Okay, yeah, but in, up, and then out, down and out.
Down and out. And you can run around on the ground, almost like a little bit of like Blaster Master.
But anytime you want, or?
I'd say anytime you want. I'd say, but there's an advantage to it of staying up in there. You run out of fuel. You got to get fuel. You have to do all this stuff. So you're going to run out of fuel. You can either die up there, or you got to land your plane or your ship,
when you land.
and you got to get on the ground and you got to shoot things and stuff like that. Or maybe it'll recharge on the ground.
Yeah. Or you
and then when it's ready to go,
power-ups.
Yeah, that too.
Right?
Yeah, and eventually it'll power up to the point where it can kind of be like Kit, and it can. Hey, you can summon it, and now, okay, I can summon
like a strafing run or something.
A little bit like Titanfall.
Yeah.
Where it's ready. Let's go.
Yeah,
and then you can get back in and fly back to the top.
Titanfall.
Cool stuff.
Yeah,
what do you think about that? I really like the idea of that.
Idea.
So we have Planet Smashers. All right. Planet Smashers.
Which, to be honest with you, Planet Smashers is kind of a cool name.
Yes.
And I wish we could use it.
Yeah, Total Carnage is cool too, but like
Planet Carnage.
Oh, since we both said it. I mean, we could say Total Smashers. Planet Carnage is good.
I like Planet Carnage, man.
Planet Carnage.
Because he's going to go to it, yeah.
That's an awesome game. Like, it sounds fun.
Super NES.
And it's completely doable.
Mode
Super
7.
NES.
We're using Mode 7.
Mode
all
7,
the way.
Man. Mode 7.
All the way, yo.
It's going to be like Konami's Oxley. Remember Oxley? Where it was kind of like you're going across the
Yes,
earth?
yeah.
A little bit like what Juno First or whatever like that back in the day. Fun stuff. Let's get some concept art going. Let's brainstorm this thing and let's make this game happen.
Oh,
Listen,
man.
You like games. You're also going to like movies, TV, toys, cartoons. You're going to like this stuff. Check out our other videos during the week. You want to hear a little bit more about the Atari 7800? I'm going to talk about it. You want to hear about Total Carnage, Ed Boon? You want to talk about Mortal Kombat? You want to talk about Smash TV and a little bit of Robotron? Check us out on our podcast, number 78. We're going to talk about the movies, 78. We're going to talk about the toys, games, 78. Everything 78 is going to be in the 78 podcast. Chris, do you even 80s, bro?
Of course I do.
Always. You want to find out how well he 80s? Check out Do You Even 80s, Bro on this channel. New episodes are coming your way very, very soon. And if you want to see us record live, Monday nights on Twitch and YouTube at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you there. We're chatting with some people who are here right now. The Spaz,
You can also get to
Rancid
us.
Vomit, and Enrique.
You can also get to us at Retro Squad if you want to talk to us on any of the social medias. It's at Retro Squad. Very simple.
Continue the discussions with us.
Very easy.
Talk about the Atari 7800 and TurboGrafx with me. Please, I love talking about that stuff. Talk about Rainbow Bright and Cabbage Patch Kids with Chris.
Well,
he loves it.
Well, let's not get crazy. But anyway, that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to watch the rest of the videos and have fun. We'll see you next time. Say an 80s thing. What?
What?
Say an 80s
Tonight
thing.
we're gonna party like it's 1989.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll
You'll take it?
I'll
Okay.
take it, yeah.